It's a really peaceful scene around here. This is Albertsland Kommune, which I've tried to say to my host family how funny that sounds in English, that this is a commune, but the literal translation is municipality. That's all. And this is the end of the neighborhood as you get into parkland, where there are a few farms that are community owned. And I don't know what kind of financial arrangement is made when it comes to that, in terms of what portion is publicly owned versus private ownership and so on. But I do know that here in Denmark, because of the power of the state, which is used judiciously and mostly fairly the majority of the time, military exercises can be done on your property at any time. And it happens to a lot of people in the countryside. And technically, in the US, I think that's legal in wartime as well. I don't know the legal procedure that has to take place in order to make that happen. However, that was mainly during the Revolutionary War and also to house British soldiers, I believe. You can hear the trains coming and going a lot. We've had a little bit of rainfall and modest snow overnight that melted right away. So everything has a very pure scent to it right now. And the birds are extremely pleased with developments in that regard. We have the first buds of spring coming. Early for Denmark. This is just the first week of March, and already things are greening up. Normally that wouldn't really be taking place until around the end of March. That seems to be more standard here. I would walk through all of that, but my shoes have very little resistance to water, so I'm not even gonna go there. As I've said in another clip that you may or may not have seen by this point, as I'm not sure the sequence I'm going to upload and release everything, there's a very intense spiritual vibration at these coordinates, and I think this line cuts across a lot of Central Europe. Central as in on the east-west spectrum, and there's some kind of philosophical wave that cuts through here I can really tap into. And here, you just know that some serious druid activity or something took place, as this land is very boggy. It's said that the bodies that are buried here are very well preserved when they are found, because that particular chemical composition, configuration, whatever, that results takes a lot of the oxygen out, I guess, thereby more or less stopping the decomposition process. All the squirrels here are this really strange red. And these squirrels are passive compared to other breeds of squirrels. The gray squirrels are much more aggressive and leave less room for other types. Now, I have described this area as very flat, and you see this hill. And when I first moved here, I said, oh wow, that's such a surprise here. But it turns out it's not natural. That is from when all of the Kommune was built, and they pushed the excess dirt over there to, I don't know if they had any recreational intentions for it or what that was about, but there it stands. And then further back, there are opportunities to ride horses, and in the summer this is typically used as a soccer field, and straight ahead, I believe a field or two over, you have a golf course. And back behind me, or to my left, that's where the housing is yet again. I've never seen family taken into consideration as much as I have here when it comes to a community strategy, and I think it was very effective. My host sisters and brother were very happy to have grown up here, although some ethnic clashes did happen later. They would be considered quite mild by US or even the rest of Europe's standards. I really wish I had had this camera years ago when I lived here, because at that time I had a bus pass or multiple function transportation pass that could take me everywhere. But I'm just not really up to spend all the money to go to a bunch of random places right now. This is very typical Danish country house style. That's as far as I'm going to go, because I'm literally just sinking at the moment into the path. So thanks for watching. I'll get you some more woodsy clips. Thanks, bye.